Hello everyone, welcome to JD360 again. Today I'm going to talk about one of the greatest and oldest political tool which is so effective that we keep falling for it. Like cycle after cycle, generation after generation, leader after leader. You know what it is called? It's called populism. The concept of populism is so fascinating and so hard-hitting. Once you watch this video in full, I guarantee you that you'll never listen to any political speech or any political agenda in the same way before. Let's start simple. Populism in Nepal has become so trendy that half of the country at this point look like they are auditioning for a role. Janta ko hero. The formula is same. Support only popular agenda, only the loudest issues, and only one point that guarantee applause. Principle, ideology, justice, they are optional. What matter is कति जोरले जनताले ताली बजाउँछ, कति जोरसम्म जनताले फलानु जिन्दाबाद भन्छ, कति जनाले वाह यस्तो पो नेता हो त, लिडर भनेको यस्तो हुनुपर्छ भनेर भन्छ या कमेन्ट गर्छ फेसबुकमा स्ट्याटस. The definition of populism is simple and clean. How does someone become so populist? What is the process? Strangely, it's so easy. Modern Nepali populism, it has 5 steps. Step number 1. Call yourself Janta ko Aawaj or Genji ko Aawaj or Dalit Janadati ko Aawaj, Bhumi Bargahin ko Aawaj. Do say whoever fits the narrative. Second steps, choose a villain that fits your script. I'm going to talk about who the villain can be in some time. Step 3, make a massive promise. Viral but vague. Step 4, wait for the media attention and become a walking sensation machine. Wait for the time that every camera person, YouTube, journalist, they follow you everywhere with their camera. And step 5, repeat until you gain power and go viral, whichever comes first. That's the 5 steps. Now let's evaluate these 5 steps in detail. First, you will find a frustrated audience. Then you will find a stage. It can be YouTube interview, it can be TV interview, it can be TV debate, or Maitigarko protest. Anywhere with a mic and a crowd. Wait for your time and you jump in. Raise your voice with a couple of octaves and throw every possible frustration at a government which isn't currently in power, or old political parties, or previous government, or bureaucrats. Basically, whoever isn't in that room or in that stage. Go on your national television or some random YouTube channel and shout until your throat hurts. Speak some harsh language. Blame the system, blame the leaders, blame corruption, blame history. And while doing that, promise the moon, promise the sun, promise free space tickets. Singapore banaidinchhu, right? घर घरमा ग्यासको पाइप ल्याइदिन्छु, केरुङ लुम्बिनी रेल मार्ग बनाइदिन्छु, किर्तिपुरको डाँडामा बसी बसी 1-2 लाख इजिली कमाउने बनाइदिन्छु, राजा ल्याइदिन्छु, और प्रत्यक्ष कार्यकारी राष्ट्रपति बनाइदिन्छु, परदेश फाल्दिन्छु, और विदेशमा गएको मान्छेलाई 6 महिनामा फिर्ता बोलाइदिन्छु, अनि सबै भ्रष्टाचारीहरूलाई जेल हाल्दिन्छु, जेलमा कोस्दिन्छु. Whatever sounds shiny, loud and easy. Nobody gonna ask you how, because populism is all about vibe, not delivery. It's about the applause. The basic principle is if a crowd cheer for slogan, give them more slogan. If they get emotional about nationalism or identity or nostalgia, double that down. If they want to pick someone to blame, pick a villain. Usually those villains are foreign force. Bhai hastachep. Sometimes it's India, sometimes it's China, sometimes it's America, sometimes it's MCC, sometimes it's INGO, Barbara Foundation, sometimes it's Dalal Pujipati, Sukar elites. Sometimes it's called media, calling them Baravai. Sometimes they are bureaucrats. They call it Rashtra Karmachari Tantra. So find someone as per your narrative. And these villains might be real. I'm not saying these are not real issues. But populists, they pick one that fits the narrative. They shout selectively, stay silent selectively. That's the real problem. They speak whatever they fits the narrative. Now let's zoom into Nepal. Populism here isn't just a strategy. It's practically a logo. It worked with Modi in India, Kejriwal in Delhi, and in Nepal, it worked beautifully with every generations of leader. From Prachanda promising Switzerland or Singapore in 10 years, KP promising gas, pipe, even rail, even ship. It happened since a lot of time. And now this trend has evolved. Gyanendra Shahi, he rebranded with a new flavor. He started with so-called social activists. जसले जे कुरामा आन्दोलन गर्यो पुगिहाल्दिने, भाषण दिइहाल्दिने, same populist method, but he turned Rajavadi and he added Raja as a different agenda. Balen, our current mayor of Kathmandu, he used Facebook status sensation as a mode of populism. He used strong word, sometimes even rough word, fuck this, fuck that, Singadarbar chalaidinchhu, Singadarbar 4 He talks about that. This is also a modern version of populism where you create sensation out of status. And this follows similar principle of populism. Rabi Lamichhane used similar case. He used corruption and media manipulation as its core. The moment he labeled the mainstream media as a bhai, he broke the credibility of news that could hold him accountable. That's the one way of giving a popular agenda to the people. Similarly, Durga Prasai, loan maaf gardine agenda. Harka Sampang ko bideshi hastक्षेप रोक्ने agenda. Dhurmus-Suntali Foundation ko cricket rangasala बनाउने agenda. These are prime example and different flavor of populism. Similarly, Kulman, he used victimization as a flavor of populism, and now he formed a new party. Now he started already talking about free electricity. You know how populist agenda is that? If you look around, you will clearly identify who is populist, who is using the method of populism, and what is the center to gain the populism, and who is actually a real deal. There are leaders who are not really into populism. They use real deal, they use real politics. Not just individual. Look at so-called alternative news media like Routine of Nepal. 60 to 70% of their posts or the news, or so-called news, they are populist posts. They selectively choose news that's gonna be popular. And after Gen Z movements, there is another flavor arrived. In the second day of protest, you know that our current Prime Minister Susila Karki, she came to the street with very aggressive interviews. Like, she used very strong words. People at the time loved the tone, loved the boldness, and boom, she became interim Prime Minister. Now, I think it's 2-3 months now, nothing happened. She actually said she cannot do anything being in power. So, system didn't magically fix. That's the populism. That's a core example of populism. You speak language that people want to hear. And the populism, it's simple to climb up and impossible to deliver once you're up there. Then comes Sudan Gurung, new age so-called Gen Z populist prototype. Everywhere camera goes, he goes. Wherever he goes, camera follows. Everywhere people are frustrated, have some kind of jhadap, some kind of andolan, he's ready with his code. Knowledge, optional. Capability, questionable. His history, questionable. But visibility, top tiers. This is how they build the portfolio. Once their portfolio is built, election tickets follows. That's the plan. The election is coming near. That's his plan. Like, question everyone, do all these populist things, then he gonna contest the election. This process never changed. Only agenda changed. And when things goes wrong, blame the villain. Like foreign force, India, China, past government, current government, home minister, prime minister, next government, even weather. Anything, but not yourself. People don't become populist out of the love for the people. They don't care about the people. They become populist because it's the easiest shortcut to the power. You don't need solutions. You just need microphone, confidence, and a crowd, and maybe some YouTube so-called journalist with a camera behind you. And you need a people or a crowd who is desperate for the hope. That's when the populism survives and grows. Populism and populist agenda, it's so easy, but governance is hard. That's what happened to all these modern populists. Exactly what happened with Susila Karki as well. She was so bold. 1 month ago, loud speeches. In the streets, she gave a very loud speeches, very angry, bold speeches. And after becoming Prime Minister, only excuse, silence, nothing delivered. That's how we become a populist. That's all for today. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Hit that subscribe button. Stay connected and see what